All right, how's everyone's long weekend going? Woo, not long enough. All right, so I'm just going to get personal with you guys real quick, all right? It's something about me that not many people know that happened to me when I was very young. I hit puberty at a really early age, okay? Real early. Like, when I learned how to walk, I stood up, I walked to the kitchen and got myself a Kool-Aid jammer, walked to my bedroom and locked the door behind me. And then I started setting the mood. Turned off the light, plugged in my Spider-Man nightlight, got comfy in my beanbag chair, and I taught myself how to master bass guitar. Yeah, it was wild. Actually, at one point, my siblings thought my parents just stopped buying Kool-Aid jammers because I was crushing them between the ages of 9 and 26. No, and obviously I wasn't that young when I went through puberty. Actually, however, my baby book that my parents made me actually had first clippings of my beard and my pubes. Which makes sense because this baby book had ultrasound photos of me, all bush. Like, it didn't even look like I had a dick, to be honest. It kind of looked like this. Just a needle in a haystack. Jeez. Oh, man. But I was actually probably like 9 or 10 when I went through puberty. And it was weird. I had a full unibrow, mustache like an Italian woman. And one day, I'm with my buddies, right? We're goofing around, and I decide I'm going to moon them. I go. And all I hear is, Jesse has hair on his ass. I'm like, what? No, not me. No, I don't. That's a shadow, guys. Don't worry. So I got home. I jumped in the shower. I tried to shave my ass. Yeah. Emphasis on tried. Because what I ended up doing was slicing my right ass cheek from the bottom all the way up. So no more mooning for me. I went from a full moon to a half moon real quick. And that whole experience made me never want to use a razor. I was like, fuck this. I threw them out, never doing it again. And then someone tells me about Nair. Anyone not know what Nair is? All right, Nair people out here. So people are talking it up. They're telling me how good it is. The hair comes right off. It's super easy. But what they don't tell you is to not get it on your nipples. Because it fucking burns and it leaves your nipples looking like cured pepperonis. For months. So at that point, the razors were in the trash. I said, take care, see you Nair. So now what? I'm left with plucking, like, bing, waxing? Hell no. Sugaring? Actually, I don't even know what the fuck sugaring is. Sounds diabetic, so I was staying away from that. At that point, I was just going to have the fire department come over and just do a controlled burn on my chest. Didn't know what else to do. But one day, I caved. I had to use a razor, right? My dad comes into the house after work and goes, okay, bud, I think it's time we get rid of that caterpillar on your face. Do you want me to show you how to use a razor? I'm like, why? What'd you hear? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm a man. I got this, Dad. So I walked into the bathroom, grabbed my razor, and drier than a camel queef, I shaved my unibrow right off. Square down the middle. Sound like two pieces of sandpaper rubbing together. Followed by a lot of blood. Right at that moment, my dad pops his head in. Hey, how you making a holy shit? What did you do to your face? I asked you if you had. I said, Dad, stop yelling at me, or I'm not buying you and Mom cigarettes anymore. Oh, actually, speaking of my mother, when she gave birth to me, the doctor handed me over and goes, congratulations, it's a fully grown construction worker. And look at that, he's already got 6 years experience. Congrats. Oh yeah, being a hairy kid who also looked older though, it had some pros and cons. Like for example, I could go to a restaurant with my family at any age, anytime, and order a beer. No questions asked, no one is gonna ID me, no nothing. But the downfall to that, as soon as I order that beer, I am no longer allowed to order off the kids menu. Apparently it's frowned upon to have a beer while you're eating buttered noodles. Brutal. The second benefit to having hair is it helped protect my skin from the sun while I was swimming. The only downfall to this is that every time I was in the pool, people kept trying to skim me out like I was yard waste. I'm like, come on, I'm playing Marco Polo. And then the third biggest benefit, I think, and feel free to agree to disagree, but pedophiles wanted nothing to do with me. I was not on their radar. But the downfall to that is I was left out of every conversation that my friends had about this van that was driving around the neighborhood with them in it for an hour. I'm like, what the hell? I love free rides. And then I found out that van had candy. Now I'm pissed. I love free rides. I love free candy. And when I heard about the free candy, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I wanted to catch up with this van and get rubbed the right way. Ooh, yeah, on a Sunday? On a Sunday, Jesse? Jeez. Ooh, it's God's day. Oh, yeah. Oh, brutal, man, brutal. Let's see. Yeah, so I never really got any free candy, even during Halloween. No free candy. Because who hands out candy to a 25-year-old looking Power Ranger with a beard? Nobody. So at that point, I was like, I got to think of some other costumes that I can actually get some candy. So the following year, I went out as a baby Sasquatch. And then the next 3 years in a row, I went out as each member of ZZ Top. 1 year got lazy, just went as a tumbleweed. And the last one I went as a garden gnome. It's perfect. Short, bearded, stoned. It worked out well. Yeah, puberty was mean to me, man. It was just not nice. I went to bed one night, cute little face. I had a bum chin. I had a cute bum chin, a little high-pitched voice. Then I wake up, and I look like the love child of Sloth from the Goonies and Cousin It. Disgusting. Like I was unrecognizable the next day. It was brutal. Actually, so unrecognizable that I remember being in school, probably grade 6, and I'm walking down the hallway, and a teacher stops me. She goes, "Can you clean up the vomit in the gym? Somebody's gonna get hurt." I'm like, what are you talking? Holy shit! You think I'm the janitor? What the? Get the hell out of here, Miss Conway, you bitch. And the worst part of it all was that as soon as I was done cleaning up that vomit, I had to tell her it was my puke because I stayed up all night drinking Kool-Aid Jammers. All right, guys, I'm Jesse. That's it for me.